Hey, welcome. I hope you guys are doing really good. Thank you for joining me. Today's reading is the person on your mind. How are they feeling about you, about the connection, the situation at the moment? This could be for platonic or romantic connections. It doesn't really matter. But if romantic, messages do come through and you're not asking about that kind of situation, just kind of, throw those messages to the side. But anyways, we have three groups for you to choose from: group one, group two, and group three. If you do need to take a moment to pause the video so you can, choose your group, feel free. But I will see you guys in your readings. Hey, welcome. If you've chosen the first group, then this reading is for you. The person on your mind, how do they feel about you, about the situation at the moment? All right, so we have the Knight of Swords. Oh, you guys got an extra card. All right, so we have the Knight of Swords upright, we have Two of Cups upright, Page of Swords in reverse, and the Moon in reverse. Okay, so how do they feel about you? All right, so this person, they feel you being more direct and assertive. They could feel that you want to be heard more. They feel like you want respect and you're trying hard to get that. And this could be in other areas of your life. It doesn't necessarily feel like it could be referring like to, whatever you have going on with them. They feel a lot of people misunderstand you, how you come across and how you communicate, that people rarely read you correctly. But this isn't in a negative way, I have to say. It doesn't feel like they think people perceive you in a negative way. Maybe the opposite, actually. But they just feel like people don't really tend to get the correct read on you, Um, they do feel that you are focused on them. They feel that they need to return that energy. Sorry. So they feel that you want to, display more confidence with them, show them that you're confident. But whatever the case, they feel that you should be yourself. They do feel that you have a lot of appeal in their eyes, that you have this unique beauty to you. They do feel that things have gotten a little stagnant between you guys. They want movement, they want to have more fun, and they could be worried that you guys will fall into, like maybe a kind of monotonous routine. But they could feel that you're nervous to approach them about certain things, could be referring to your feelings, and they could actually feel the same about approaching you about their feelings, but feel that things between you guys are still quite fresh. You guys are still trying to maybe find your places in each other's lives. They could feel on some level that you guys are still, trying to work each other out, still trying to understand each other. And they could feel that they have some behaviors or habits that you find annoying or that you would find annoying. But this person, they admire how ambitious you are. They're kind of waiting for this big gesture or moment to happen in your connection. relationship. Not necessarily coming from any particular side though, but they feel like this moment between you guys needs to happen. I don't know what that moment could be. Definitely a positive moment though, like a moment that could like kind of maybe push you guys forward in some way. But they do feel that they need to be patient before they're able to like fully choose you, because they feel there are still things that they need to understand. Like they could feel like they need to wait something out first before any like proper commitments are made in some way. So they could feel that you are excited about them, or you're just really positive about them, which they like. And they also feel you're attracted to them, which again they really like. And they feel like you guys should probably develop a stronger friendship though. They could feel like you both could come to an understanding, a compromise, like common ground. I don't know what that might be referring to, but they could feel like maybe some, compromise needs to happen between you guys. Or like say for example, like you guys are like polar opposites in some way, or they have that idea, you have that idea. It doesn't have to be about any of that stuff though, but they could feel in some way you guys need to kind of like find a way to come to this mutual understanding on something, about your relationship. Well, overall, like they do feel you both are very accepting of each other. Um, they could feel like it's the right time to make you a proposal. It could be about doing something together. So random, but they could be worried about you possibly sharing their secrets with someone else in case you guys ever find yourselves on bad terms. But they feel that once you guys, properly commit to each other, that you guys would, be locked in with one another. But they could be unsure whether you both will reach that point. But they do feel. Let me see. But they do feel like there are certain things that you guys maybe need to understand about each other, or this could be about literally coming to an understanding about something. For some of you, they could feel that something needs to come to an end before you guys are able to properly commit to each other. But they feel like once everything, like, all the I's have been dotted and T's have been crossed, that you guys would be, very secure in a relationship with each other. But it feels like you guys just need to, like, reach a hurdle and jump over it first, But whether or not you guys will be able to jump over it is still, like, in question, it's still up in the air. But yeah, on some level, they could feel like you guys need to pay more attention to each other. And they also feel like they need to be quite logical too, just so that they don't make any mistakes when it comes to you and the relationship you guys have. Okay, so we have don't force it, allow it to come to you, is what that card says. We also have now is not the time. Whatever you're thinking about, don't do it. Okay. So with don't force it, the message that's coming out for some of you guys is that they feel you guys shouldn't force like vulnerability from each other, or not even from each other, maybe even from like yourselves, like kind of forcing yourselves to be vulnerable with the other person. They kind of just feel like it will happen when it happens, you know. So they feel like they could have some plans, you know, or just certain things they want to talk to you about. But with whatever you're thinking about, don't do it. They could feel like they should maybe hold back on some of the plans that they have. Um, it just feels like they kind of see you guys being on this really even, balanced, and maybe smooth path right now. And it feels like they don't want to do anything that could throw you guys off, you know? So they kind of just feel like they need to hold back a little bit, be logical, and not be careful or anything like that, but just be smart, you know, about the decisions they make when it comes to your relationship. But if it feels like it could be about something very specific, where they're just like, nope, I should not bring this up right now. Like it's just not the right time, you know. So we have blah blah blah. We have will you fly away with me? We also have I wish I had said something sooner. We have trust your intuition. We have I see your scars. We also have practice makes perfect. We have just friends. We have are you ashamed of me? And we have do you even care about me? So it feels like they are wanting to develop, you know, the friendship that you guys have within your relationship. So for some of you, they could feel that you're worried about being perfect or worried about being kind of seen in a certain way by them. And they feel like you shouldn't worry about that. You should just be you, do you. Um, yeah. They feel like you both should just, you know, try be consistent in your relationship and not really worry about too much about anything else, you know? So with I wish I had said something sooner, they feel that they should have told you something sooner. This feels like something they already told you. This could be something they already told you, but they feel like they should have told you earlier on, you know? So there are times where they could doubt whether or not you care about them. But it does seem like it, like in general, they do feel like you care about them, but at certain moments, they could have their doubts. So they also feel like you could have some scars that they don't yet know about. And they do feel like, when it comes to that, they do need to tread carefully in their opinion. So they also feel that you are someone who has great intuition. And with blah, 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 it feels like they hope that your connection does become more stimulating for the both of you. So with blah, 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 it feels like they want you guys to talk freely with each other. Like they may feel that you guys don't really do that yet, and it feels like that's something that they want you guys to do or just feel comfortable doing. Or it feels like that's like kind of like their short-term goal in your relationship, for you guys to talk more freely with one another. For some of you, they could feel, with Are You Ashamed of Me, they could feel that some people in your life may not be like accepting of them or your relationship. So we have natural beauty and authenticity. We also have value, your self-worth. We have elevator, rise above, and we also have lean into your limitations. So this person, they feel that you are very authentic and they love that about you. Like they want you to just be yourself, always to just be yourself. Like for some of you, they don't want you to feel that you have to change for them in any way. Like they feel that you are attractive just the way you are. And they all want you to always value your self-worth as well. It's not that they feel that you don't value yourself, but they just don't want that to ever like come into question. And it could be that they don't want you to question whether or not they value your self-worth. So with rise above, with limitation is power, they could feel that maybe you both are kind of restricting yourself, putting limitations on yourself when it comes to this connection. Um, and they feel like you guys will be able to rise above any of those limitations or restrictions that you put on yourselves, respectively, in due time. and this could be like personal challenges. It may not even be challenges in your relationship. It could be, challenges that you're facing, respectively. And, they feel like maybe you guys need to rise above those challenges before you guys are able to, come together more, and for there to be less limitations or restrictions on your connection and how you guys are with one another, but that is all I have for those of you who chose this group. I do hope it could be helpful. I do hope it can make sense. And I'm wishing you guys the best. All right. So please take care of yourself. Bye. Hey, welcome. If you've chosen the second group, and this reading is for you, the person on your mind. How are they feeling about you, their relationship, connection at the moment? All right. Okay. All right, so we have the Nine of Cups, Five of Wands, Three of Cups, all upright. So they feel like you guys actually have a very healthy relationship, connection, situation going on, or you would have a healthy relationship. Even though you guys are different, they feel that's one of the things that actually makes your relationship work. It keeps it healthy, but they feel you guys could have issues just like anyone else, but they don't feel that you guys are really in that boat situation right now. They just feel like there aren't really, that many issues between you guys, or big issues, issues that you guys can't work out. Um, because they do feel that you both are able to work through things just fine, or you would be able to. They like the differences between you guys, even if you don't. They could feel like you, like in the relationship, that you may be the one that may not like the differences between you guys. Actually, they could feel like they don't feel like it's like a big problem right now, but they feel like it could eventually become a problem. But again, like they do feel like you guys can work through things pretty well. But they feel like you guys make each other happy, that you both are or could be good friends too. They like that your relationship also has a friendship, or, would have like a strong foundation as a friendship as well. They feel like you both could do with being more generous with each other though. Not that they, let me see. Not that they feel like you guys aren't generous, just that, you guys can be even more generous with each other. And they like that you both still have your independence, but they would definitely like for you both to be more involved in each other's lives as well. They like it when you're optimistic, even if it's not all the time. They do like it when you are more positive. But having said that, it's not like they expect you to be positive and optimistic all the time. It's not that kind of situation, just like those moments where you are. Uh, they really find it endearing. But they feel like you both can create the life that you want with each other. They have a lot of confidence in your relationship. Even if things aren't super solid and secure at the moment, they still have a lot of confidence in what you guys have. They feel like treating you as well. They want to do something nice for you. It could be getting you a gift. They could want to spoil you. For some of you, they could enjoy spoiling you in general. Um, but they think you're beautiful, and they feel lucky to have you, not only because you're beautiful though. They feel like you have this mutual respect for each other, They feel like you're like this good luck charm for them as well. And they feel that you guys could adopt each other's values. Like they obviously feel like, maybe, let me see. Like they could feel like right now you guys don't really have the same values. Do they feel like But they could just feel like it would be beneficial for your relationship if you guys were to adopt, not maybe not all of each other's values, but just like the important ones that will kind of help in terms of the longevity of your relationship. And it also feels like they want to make some of your dreams come true. Like they could know of some of, the plans that you have, like some of the things that you maybe dream of. And it feels like they want to be the person that fulfills that for you or helps you fulfill some of the goals and dreams that you do have. They also feel that you guys could be well off together, or you already are well off together. They feel that you are fiery, they love that about you. They do feel that there are people who are in competition with you, and they feel that you definitely deal with it well. Um, they feel that you guys can, maybe they feel that you both are in a space right now where you can focus more on your relationship, that you maybe in the past that you both had a lot of demands outside of your relationship. But they feel that you guys are able to spend more time with each other now, which they like. They do notice that people tend to gossip about you, but they definitely, it feels like they're ignoring it, like they kind of just, let it go above their head. And they could feel like you are involved in a lot of drama. They could think you like it though. This is not really a bad thing in their perspective. Let me see something. They could find it quite funny as well, actually. And I don't know if I've said this already, but they feel that you are ambitious and they want you to achieve what you want to achieve, what you set out to achieve. Like they definitely want you to, fulfill the goals that you have. They do feel that sometimes you are under a lot of pressure, but they feel that there's nothing you can't handle. Honestly, they do feel that you have a lot of options in life. Could be, in different areas of your life, but they do feel you have a lot of options. They do feel that you are, social and generally do well in social situations. But they could feel that, even though you do great in social situations, that you may not have many close friends, like real friends. Um, and they also feel that you enjoy your freedom as well. And they don't feel like, both of you being independent or both of you enjoying your freedom, they don't feel like that is actually a problem, for your relationship. If anything, they feel like that's one of the qualities that actually make your the relationship you guys have healthy. So we also have, you think someone is lying. On the back it says they are. We also have stop talking, be quiet and listen. Okay, let's do those two first before we move on to the next few cards. So, I mean, for some of you, this person that you're asking about, they could feel like they need to get involved when it comes to like some of the drama that you could be involved in. So in some situations, it's not that they don't feel that you want them to get involved, but they do feel that you could be in a situation or could potentially end up in a situation that kind of what's that word I'm looking for? That escalates and kind of becomes a bigger thing than it needs to be. And they could also feel with stop talking, they could feel that they need to stop sharing, stuff about the relationship that you guys have. So they could feel like when they do share things about your relationship, people just don't understand. So with you think someone is lying, they could feel that there are people or someone in particular that is saying, things that aren't true about, your relationship. But they could feel like they need to nip that situation in the bud. Right, so we have I want you to trust me enough to let your guard down around me. We have I deserve better. We have dreamer. We have do you want to be on my team? We have addictions. We have selfish. We have selfless. We have this card. And we also have I want to feel your skin against my own. Okay, so how do you feel? So this is a similar message that came up before. Like this person, they do feel that you are a dreamer and they love that about you. So with I deserve better, maybe they felt like your relationship wasn't always the healthiest, and it feels like now or at some point they realize that you both deserve better, or they feel that you guys kind of both realize you guys needed to maybe do better in the relationship that you have, and that's what they feel like you guys have done. So with I want you to trust me enough to let your guard down around me, they feel that in some aspects that you guys are learning, to still let your guard down when it comes to certain things. But they feel that, in terms of allowing that guard down to come down completely on both sides or on one side, they feel like, that will happen in time. But with do you want to be on my team, it feels like they do want you guys to be, what is the word? Like let me see. It feels more so about maybe you coming on board with some of their plans, or you being more involved in some area of their life. So for some of you with addictions, they do feel that you guys are both quite like obsessed with each other. But for some of you, this could be a bit more serious, and they could feel that you're actually helping them through some of the addictions that they may have. So I don't know. Okay, so with selfish, they feel like you both are still quite selfish in certain ways, and this could be in terms of like your independence, but it could also be in terms of things like things that are just personal and private, like just for yourselves. And this could be on both sides. So there could be certain things that are just for you, and there could be certain things that are just for them. But again, like that could be one of the qualities that they feel actually helps keep your relationship healthy, like having some degree of separation when it comes to things that are really important to you guys and that you kind of just want for yourself. But like I said, with selfless, like I said before, like they do want for there to be more generosity between you guys. It feels like they definitely want the attraction and the chemistry between you both to grow. So they could feel like, there's that attraction and chemistry on their side, but they could feel it is maybe lacking on your side. They could feel maybe don't really have that same like need for maybe physical contact or physical closeness as they do. So we also have unconventional. We have progress, not perfection. We have return to joy. And we also have falling, drop into the deep end of your soul. So with progress, not perfection, it feels like they do like the progress that you guys have made. They also feel like they should avoid trying to compare maybe the progress in your relationship to that of other people. So for some of you, they could actually feel like you want more of an unconventional relationship, whereas they want more of a traditional one. Could be the other way around for some of you. So with falling, it feels like they do want you guys to open up your hearts more to one another. So with return to joy, it feels like they were in a situation before, or they felt like they were in a situation where they weren't really happy, but it feels like with you, they do feel, more happy. And let me see. yeah, just feel like they're, in a happier situation now. But that is all I have for those of you who chose this group. I really do hope it could be helpful and make sense. And I'm wishing you guys the best, all right? Please take care of yourselves. Bye. Hey, welcome. If you've chosen the third group, then this reading is for you, the person on the mind. How do they feel about you? So we have the Six of Wands upright. We have the Two of Wands also upright, and the Justice card upright. So how do they feel about you? So it feels like the person you're asking about, they really do like you a lot. It feels like they admire you and generally have a lot of confidence in you. And they could want you to put them on a pedestal more than you already do, if you already do, even though they could, they could actually feel like you already do put them on a pedestal, but they could want more of your attention. They actually feel like there are a lot of people who do want a piece of you, that a lot of people are attracted to you. It doesn't have to be only referring to like romantic stuff, but they do feel like a lot of people are drawn to you both platonically and romantically. They could actually feel that you don't have the most confidence in yourself for some reason. They could actually like that you don't have the most confidence in yourself. It could be for self-serving reasons, so but they don't feel like you lack confidence in general or that you are insecure in general, but they just feel that you don't have as much confidence as you should have in yourself. So it feels like they want you to follow them more, for you to take their lead in certain situations. For some of you, this could be like blindly following them, like listening to them, taking their word for, the truth. It feels like they just want you to have that kind of trust in them and, trust in their intentions as well. They do feel that you are very attractive, uh, but they could feel that you don't really see it. And they really do feel like they want you, you know. In certain environments, they could want you to make them feel more welcomed or, comforted or comfortable. They also feel that in certain environments, your popularity is increasing. They could feel that you are both different in terms of maybe them caring about appearances, or just their appearance, and you do not, but they feel like they could change that about you. Like they could feel that you don't really care for appearances, keeping up appearances, stuff like that, but they feel like they could get you into that stuff. This is random, but they could also feel like you've earned their respect. In some ways, they also feel like you are quite daring. They do feel like you're someone they could have a long-term relationship with if you were to be on board. Um, if you were to be on board with what? Maybe it was just the way they want to do things. And that could come back to you like following their lead in certain situations. So they could feel like you guys would have a long-term relationship if, that were to happen. And they do feel that you guys might not be on the same page about certain things, but they're happy with the progress you guys have made so far. And in some way, they could actually feel like you have power over them as well. It also feels like they really don't want someone else to have you. And they're grateful that all your attention seems to be, focused on them. They do feel that you are very special and could want for you both to be more involved in each other's communities. They could feel like you both need to wait before reaching the next step or milestone in your relationship, whatever that could be referring to. But I have to say, it doesn't really feel like it's referring to you guys just moving forward in general, because they're all for you guys progressing and moving forward. But when it comes to maybe something big, a milestone, they do feel like um, you guys should be patient and, kind of wait before you guys take that, big step or big change. Out of the two of you, they could feel like you're the one who is most hesitant, like the one who it does have the most, worries about your relationship. But in their mind, they just feel like you guys have like a ton of potential. But feel that you are the one that is, trying to be more cautious. They could also feel like you're worried about repeating a past mistake or, kind of repeating a relationship that you've already been through. They could also feel like you are still seeking justice for some things in your life, that you haven't quite let go of some things, and you are still wanting justice and answers and wanting to make things right. At times, they do feel like they're being judgy towards your differences. And on the other hand, they kind of feel like they need to let go of it and go over it themselves. Alright, so we have make better choices. We have time to let go, and on the back it says move on. Oh, okay, I'll do these ones after. Okay, so how do they feel about you? So in some way, in different ways, they feel like you both need to make better choices. This may not be referring to your relationship, but referring to, the external things in your relationship. So they feel like you both could work on letting things go. I mean, this could be referring to certain things in your relationship, it could be referring to the past, it could also be referring to external things, but they could feel that you both would benefit from moving on and letting certain things go and not letting it have an impact on the future that you guys do have together. So we also have I know. We have you seem a little shy and I find it endearing. We have I'm going to make a move very soon. We also have my mind is elsewhere. We have you need to let this go. We have out of nowhere. We also have it's for the best, protection, and I'm trying to figure you out. So with you need to let this go, that message already came out. Time to let this go, you need to let this go. Is there a different message though? So it feels like it's the same message that came out before. For some of you, there could be something on your mind right now about what this could be referring to. And this could be like an extra confirmation that what you are actually thinking is, you know, what this situation could be about. So with protection, it actually feels like they want you to be more protective of your connection with them, your relationship with them. Um, so with it is for the best, they could feel that it's for the best that you guys remain open-minded about certain things in your relationship. So they also feel like they need to be protective over you. It feels like they are still trying to figure certain things out about you as well. And with I know, they could feel like they know you better than they think you think they know you. Does that make sense? So they could think they know you better than you realize, basically, you know? So for some of you, they could feel like you are quite shy, but they do find that quality endearing. And that could be going back to, you know, them feeling like you aren't the most confident person. So it could just be, you know, a form of shyness that they feel coming from you, but they like it. For some of you, at times, they do feel like your mind is elsewhere. Like they could feel they don't have your full attention. And it feels like they do want a lot more of your attention. Even if you do give them quite a bit of your attention, it feels like they want more. It also feels like they kind of see your relationship, your connection as having come out of nowhere. And with I'm going to make a move very soon, it feels like they do want your relationship to move forward, you know, sooner rather than later. And finally, we have bless your heart, reach out for emotional and spiritual support. We also have answered prayers. And we have music. And we have simple pleasures. So with simple pleasures, this may not be something that's happening right now, but they do feel like down the line, you will teach them how to enjoy, the simple things in life or simple pleasures, or they feel like, the simple pleasures are something that they can enjoy with you. So with answered prayers and out of nowhere, they do feel like you were an answer or are an answer to, some of the prayers that they have. Like they do feel lucky to have you. They do feel lucky to have, met you. Like they feel like they won, having you in their life. So they could feel that you both need to rely on each other more for emotional support. For some of you, they could feel like you have a beautiful voice, but for others of you, they feel like you have a beautiful singing voice. And for some of you, they could feel like music is something that bonds you guys together as well. But that is all I have for those of you who chose this group. I really do hope it could be helpful, make sense, and I'm wishing you guys the best. All right, take care.